Yo, what's up, guys? Gecko here, and we are back for more Slay the Princess. We just returned to this void world, I guess, that we're kind of stuck in forever with the princess right now. Last time the game kind of crashed when we said that we were just gonna, like, wait it out and stay here forever and never make a decision. She was like, okay, I can wait forever, and the game closed out. And now, reopening the game, her response was that weeks mean nothing in the maw of forever. So we are going to have to start making some decisions again. We can't wait it out forever unless we literally never play the game again. Which I think is kind of cool that that's kind of a canonical timeline that could exist of, like, you really truly just walk away and leave this forever. I think it's cool that that's actually an option you could really do. But obviously, we want to see more of the game, so we're going to keep playing. Okay, so I apologized last time that the webcam was in the way of some of the dialogue options. Hopefully this is a better spot. It seems like there's not anything super important to see over on this side, so now you can actually see all the options. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We can keep talking. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? That's right, she did mention finding pieces. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? These were some of the things we could ask last time. We can still continue these conversations. Or we can just choose to make us forget, which was something that she offered before, was like, forget that this happened and go back in the time loop and do it again. But I think at this point, I do want to know how many pieces we're supposed to find.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That was not super helpful. I wanted like a quantifiable number. Okay then. We don't have a lot of choice here, to be completely honest with you. I think we just need to forget. This question I don't think is going to help us because we already know that she's going to. We've seen it happen before. Well, I guess I don't know that we actually saw her destroy the world, but she seemed like she's capable of doing it. So we'll just go ahead and forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. We're back to Chapter 1 again. This is how it started.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path,
the real Slay the Princess starts here. Oh, interesting.
And in the basement
That's what the achievement was called.
Is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay. Okay, what if we just leave? Wasn't that one of the options? We can just leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes, I am.
Do you even know where you're going?
Anywhere but here. Lie and say, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. We could try to trick the narrator. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Kind of a based answer. Or I could just not even respond. I can just fucking walk away. What's the narrator gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
They're so begrudgingly narrating this.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Actually, he does. He does, in fact, know.
That's strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also leads to the
Okay.
cabin. How convenient.
How convenient.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, I'm going into... Oh, we can turn around and leave again. I really don't think we can escape this, but I want to try.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Not if you
I've
knew what
already
happened.
Outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. Good, maybe everyone should die. We can go the ruthless route. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Or just, I'm just gonna ignore this dude. Fuck the narrator.
Your silence is deafening.
Just keep walking. It's gonna come back to
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
It's all gonna lead back here. Yeah.
Would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
It would seem so, yes. It would seem like that's the case. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Or, oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. We could do that. Just stubbornly never actually go into the cabin. I mean, if our kind of thing we tried last time was like, what if I just wait forever and never, interact with her and make a decision? Doesn't that save everybody because nothing ever happens?
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Is there a time limit, though? That's the thing, is it's like, if she escapes, everyone's in danger. But this line is implying there's some sort of time limit where it's like, if I'm just trekking around and not going in there to finish the job, people are also in danger. Which, if that's the case, I would really like more information about why this time limit is in place.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Uh-huh.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
There's a bunch of cabins. Are these like a bunch of different, like, alternate timelines?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin.
The cabin.
An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Well, that's creepy.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yep, that's right.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
In search of death? What's out there that's going to kill me? Or you're saying the princess is going to get out and end everything?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, it's not long. There is some kind of time limit. Okay, chapter 2, The Stranger. So we progressed without actually going into the cabin.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Uh-huh.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is different, though. There's a wall here now. This was all just woods before.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Dude, I love this, man. I love when games give you choices, and I love when the choices matter. Like, it really, really is giving the player agency in what's happening. And even though my decision was to not engage and to just wander around and try to avoid the story, it's still progressing. Like, that's still a choice you can make. I think that's awesome. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. That's what I'm mentally thinking. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? Oh, is that why we progressed? Is this like another timeline because we died? You bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? We could try to figure out if he knows more about this whole looping thing, if the narrator does. Those walls weren't here last time. Lie and say, heading to the cabin now, or I'm definitely going to slay that princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. We can just silently go there. Or say, if I can't run away from the cabin, I'm just staying here in the woods forever. That'll probably do the same thing as last time. The game will just close and be like, okay, if you don't want to do anything, then don't. Where was the one? This. I want to see if the narrator will tell us more. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead and that the princess has yet to end the world. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
But the other question is, what happens if I do? Like, what happens then? Do things just go on as normal? And what is normal for us? And can we ever get out of the woods even if we do slay her? Like, we have no information here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Voice of the Contrarian is different, I think. I don't think we've seen that voice before.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
Oh, fuck you. You are here to ruin my day. Okay.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Lucky to come back? I mean, maybe it would be better to end, you know? If it's gonna be this continuous loop, you'll go crazy after a while if you can't get out of this.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
I'm not even convinced we can slay her. She's not human. Why do we think we can kill her with a dagger? We can explore. These walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Okay, it's kind of the same options. Are there any different ones? No, there aren't. So we kind of have the same options as before. That didn't really tell us a whole lot, but discovering that the voice of the Contrarian is here now is really interesting. I'm just gonna lie and say, yeah, I'll do it. And I might do it. I haven't decided yet, but we gotta progress somehow.
When you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging.
Okay, fine. I guess you are in my head. You can tell. But we'll go. That's
a warning before you go any further.
Yeah, there's a wall now.
She will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah,
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, don't believe her lies, all that stuff. I know.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Yeah, but that is another interesting question. So, like, I feel like we sort of fucked things up with her. Not that we messed up the game somehow, but I think we kind of messed up our relationship with her a little bit by how we handled the first one. Because I don't think she's gonna mess with us at all now. I think she's just gonna do her thing and break out. And, like, I don't know if there's any reasoning with her now. Because, like, if we had initially maybe just freed her right away and kind of cooperated, maybe things would be really different now. But it's too late for that.
Let's keep an open mind.
All right, we're going in. Here we go. Is the mirror here?
The cabin
it
interior
is
wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Yeah, is the basement gonna be the same as last time, like sort of the void-looking thing, or will it be the basement like the first time? Let's take the dagger.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
Yeah.
Perched on that table is a pristine...
Yeah, it isn't textured at all. It is just, it's weird looking.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Thank you.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place?
The music got intense.
We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Yeah, a princess of what, though?
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so...
Also, the fact that she's a princess implies that she has parents who are even higher royalty than her, which is terrifying knowing what she is now. Or seeing that she's... Who knows what she is, some sort of eldritch being or something.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay, yada yada, sure. Let's do it.
To slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
Oh, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid.
You yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
He's saying that ain't gonna happen.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one in control of our body.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to stop.
I like the
doing my
contrarian.
job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Okay, narrator kind of clapped back on that one.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, we got this.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Okay, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. They didn't narrate that last time either. I kind of want to just look into it. I do want to take the blade. I just don't know if it's going to make me immediately go into the basement, but let's hope not. I do want to pick up the blade this time.
Take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Okay, fine, whatever you say.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Well, it kind of matters. You do need to know how to wield it. Okay, yeah, fuck the narrator. We're gonna hold it the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
there we go. Good stabbing position.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Okay, we are gonna look in the mirror. Although didn't the mirror bring us to that void dimension thing last time? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while since I played. I should have reviewed that before I jumped back into this. We can throw the blade. I do want to look in the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Yeah, the narrator has not been able to see the mirror. Or if they do, they are not narrating that it's there. They're either like lying and hiding that info from us and pretending that they don't see it, or they really don't.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
The hero can
It's a
see
mirror.
it.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it off, man.
You reach forward and
Oh,
rub your hand
same
against
thing
the
again.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I love our dragony hand. I love that we're a dragon. I don't know if that's going to come into play or if that's just for the like theming of the dragon and the princess, but I love it.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Oh, so the contrarian is blaming the narrator and saying the narrator knows. Interesting. Okay, well, we are going to go to the basement. What's it going to look like this
The door
time?
to the basement
Holy
creaks
moly.
open, revealing a web of branching
shit.
staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Yeah, how are we going to find her?
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Yeah.
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
Yeah, they're all just like connected in this big web.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Oof.
An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Can't say I've smelled something like that before, but it sounds awful.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Maybe.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, she is going to talk to us.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Okay, she's already got that voice going.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
We are. I'll just tell you that right now. Whatever we do, we are going to die, and we're going to have to figure out loop by loop what to do.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And
Who?
whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know
Wait,
one
who
thing for sure.
threw up a wall? When they've been saying he, I thought they were talking about me before. But did we do that? Maybe we did, without knowing it. Or he is somebody different. But the way they've used that before, I thought they were talking about us.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah, it is us, right? So we put up the wall? Okay. Harsh stairs to the left, center staircase, or soft stairs to the right. I mean, the harsh way is probably going to be the way to her, right? She's not going to make it easy for us.
You step to the left.
Ooh.
The path is
Or
cruel
go
against your
down.
feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air
Oh,
around you grows
jeez.
cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
It was like some Dark Souls shit.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
It looks almost like a dragon tail to me. Or like it's starting to look like spiky, like something alive. Or it could just be rocks, but it gives dragon to me.
You shudder against
Ooh.
it as you continue down the stairway.
Yeah, they're like crystals
losing
or rocks or
yourself in the
something.
bone-deep chill.
It's getting very cold. Or maybe it's ice. It could be ice. Oh, huh? Okay, we're
So
remembering.
You lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Okay.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
The fuck?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
It's becoming
Until
more
the only
simplified.
things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
This has gotten crazy, man.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are
Okay,
you just going to stand there?
hello? This game is crazy, man. I was gonna say, the art for this game, I love the art direction for this game. It's fantastic. The whole thing has been fantastic so far. Honestly, I'm blown away. I'm invested. This game is freaking awesome. But hi, you're actually here as a person now, maybe?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
It's really dark in here now. It wasn't like that before. Well, the first time anyway.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Man, I wish I could be that, like, chill and go with the flow. Can you imagine?
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I remember.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
No, we remember. It's fine.
You're here to...
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to skip that. I didn't know it was going to go ahead by itself. He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal. So here's the interesting thing. So based on what we kind of know and have seen, this is a point where a lot of people, and I might still haven't decided, would just go for it and be like, okay, well, now that she's in a human form, just stab her here and get it over with. Talking did not work well for us last time. The other option is maybe, since she seems to sort of have reverted in some way, maybe this is the point where we just get her out right now. Again, like, not talk to her too much, just be like, hey, we're busting you out. Maybe that could work out in our favor. I don't know. This feels like kind of a reset of sorts. Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. Oh, we can't just go for anything right away. We do have to talk to her. We could see if she's willing to say what she knows, and if she knows what happened to us. Also, I have a train going by my apartment right now. I hope that is not too loud in the video here. Because I don't want to come off aggressively this time. Like, I don't want to tell her that we're gonna slay her. I kind of want to take a more cooperative approach this time because, like, based on what we saw in that sort of void world before, I feel like she's not necessarily going to destroy the world in every timeline. Like, I feel like there is a world where we can actually come to some kind of understanding, but we gotta, take her side sometimes for that to work out. I'm gonna see if she knows what happened to us.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Okay, well, we didn't get anything. Like usual, she avoided our question. She does that all the time.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
Huh?
There's no way out, and barely a way in.
What?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if
Yeah.
she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
It's like we're experiencing multiple timelines at once.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
That's a good question. I could not tell you, buddy. I have no fucking idea what happened.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
It is. I don't know if there's any going back now.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of it.
Just keep multiplying her. There's more of you now. We could comment on it. Ask her name. We can still ask the same questions. I'm getting you out of here. We can say, oh, it's kind of highlighting 2 at once. Is that a mistake? I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything. These are all together as one option. Are we doing all of these at once? We're going to free her, leave, and slay all at once? Like in different timelines? Kind of fractured? Wait, that's kind of crazy. Let's do it. Let's try everything.
Wait, that's not right.
No, that's right, buddy.
Go on.
That's right. Uh-huh.
You take a step
That's
forward.
right, buddy.
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Oh, it's all at once. Everything everywhere all at once, baby. Let's go.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Hi.
Once you charge forward, like clinging to slay the princess, just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
It's like it's all happening at once. Look, up here, we're leaving. Down here, we're going to stab her. Over here, we're helping her out. That's crazy. Oh, here we're going to stab her too, but her reaction is different. That's kind of horrifying.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
Hello.
We can't...
Hello.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Yeah, things are about to get weird, people. Well, they're already weird.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we
No, this is
supposed to have
fun.
if
I'm having
everything is
fun.
happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
No, it is not the same as nothing. It is everything happening at once.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh. Oh, it's like every version of her is like melded into one being right now.
I think he's gone.
Wait, who's gone?
We were never going to
the
salvage
narrator?
this, were we?
Did we get rid of him? That guy was annoying. I don't care.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Oh, we made a mess. We made a mess.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, we made a mess. We did a whoopsie.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't know. I don't know if I can or not.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, but this is interesting. Like, this has, like, infinite possibilities now of what this could turn into.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Buddy, it's life lesson number 1.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. Damn, no. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you or say nothing at all. Oh my gosh. Well, the wild thing is, like, if this is like every, I guess, possibility or possible version of her kind of melded into one being, who knows how we're even supposed to respond? Because, you know, saying you just destroyed everything isn't really accurate, because there are alternate timelines of her that didn't do that. Saying I don't think you're supposed to be fixed is really messed up. Like, even if we're not going to try to fix it, you don't have to say that to her. I guess say nothing and see what happens? Oh, the hands are back. The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know if she hears your silence. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is not the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Who are we talking to? Who are we saying this to? It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Are we talking to the voice of the hero? Oh, we can talk to the voice specifically? This is the end for you, but not for me. That is such an ominous thing to say, but I kind of want to say it, because that's insane. To say this to your inner heroic voice. Assuming this is our inner voice. These could just be other characters or voices, I guess. It's not necessarily us. I'm going to say this just because it sounds ominous as hell. Imagine saying this to somebody.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Yeah, it does.
He's just messing with us. Right?
We're going to the mirror, buddy. Look in the mirror, buddy. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. There's our face again. The bloat. You've grown? What? What? Oh, our hand is bigger on the reflection. Look at that. That's not just the perspective of the drawing, right? Our hand in the reflection is bigger than our actual hand. We're kind of like dripping too. What is happening? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. That's what it was called, the long quiet. We can go to the cabin. Is she going to be in here? Oh, okay, you're far away now. You are at the cabin. Oh, we can approach. Okay. Do we find more pieces of you?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Well, more than you are before is good, I think, if we were supposed to find pieces of her. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? We can ask, what does it feel like to change like this? We can ask, when this is all done, do you know what you want to do? I kind of like this question because it's less accusatory than like before we asked like, hey, I was told you're going to end the world. You planning to do that? This is open-ended, like, do you know what you want to do? Like, what is your goal here? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? We can still be threatening. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? That's a big question. She hasn't been actually answering much for us, so I don't think asking this will get us anywhere, but it is something I wonder about. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Oh, that's a cool option. That kind of like builds up some like rapport or trust between us. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? Ask why. What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Oh, the vessel being the body, maybe? This kind of amalgamation that we created? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. That's definitely what I'm feeling. I don't know that I necessarily want to tell her that. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. Ooh, that's a pointed question. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. We can attack. We can destroy our own body. I wonder what that would do. I don't think we could do that before, or could we? Was that an option last time we were in the long quiet? That could have some interesting implications. But we might just be reborn again anyway. There's so much interesting stuff we can ask. I want to ask a bunch of these. But especially, where was it? Oh, this one. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
That's very fair. That's a good point. I mean, we have no idea what we'll desire in the future when we're a different person.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh, you do? Maybe we should chat more and get to know each other. Okay. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? Well, she is kind of answering in her own way. Like, they're never straightforward answers, but we have started to piece stuff together based on what she's told us. Well, if you want to know about yourself and about me, how about, why have you been kinder to me than anyone else I've met? I mean, certain versions of her haven't been. They've been very torturous, but this version hasn't done anything to us.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Oh, yeah, I guess because it's just only the two of us exist in this loop and in this cycle. That's a really interesting response. Huh. Are you the same being as you were before? I want to know what it feels like to change like this, because she's clearly aware that she's changing, even if she doesn't, like, remember what's happened between us before. I don't think. Maybe she does, but...
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
I need to like read that again. I was like, this is like so much to take in at once. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. Okay, I see. So it's kind of like, as you change over time, there are contradictions that come up where it's like, well, a lot of people have contradictions of like, we're just very contradictory creatures where we desire two things that seem to conflict, or we believe two things that seem to conflict. But then also, as much as you change over time and over your lifespan, there are still pieces of you that still feel familiar, that still feel like you, that have kind of stayed with you your whole life too. I think that's what she's kind of trying to describe.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be.
Oops.
This is the only path
I didn't
forward.
mean to do that. This is what I need to be. That is such an interesting response to what it feels like to change. Like, this is what I need to be in this moment. This is, dude, I'm gonna have to sit and digest this game. I feel like there's so much philosophical shit going on in these long, quiet conversations that we have. There's so much going on. I'm loving every moment of it, though. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. She hasn't been giving straight answers, but I do want to know how she would respond to this. Why can't I do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Oh, I really love that quote. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Is like, you've already been down the paths you've tried before. You've learned your lessons from those. They're not valuable to you anymore if you've already been on that path. I really like that a lot. That's a really cool sentiment. Really interesting perspective on things, too. Okay. What are your thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Okay, it's a kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. So they are, realities or possibilities that we didn't actually choose yet, is what she's implying.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Damn. Dude, there is so much to unpack here. Like, there are so many cool nuggets in here to think about. I don't even know how I'm gonna unpack this game afterwards. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to, like, articulate everything I think about this game. Honestly, I'm loving it. Like, I know I'm not that far into it. We've only been playing for, like, a couple hours now? I think it's been less than 2 hours in just these 2 episodes. But, like, I'm just enraptured. Like, I am enraptured by this game. I do want to say this because the thing is, I don't want to actually hurt her. Like, I'm trying to find a way out of this where I don't have to kill her. And I feel like that doesn't necessarily have to be the answer based on what we know and how, like, these infinite possibilities exist for what our relationship can be, what we choose to do, how that impacts everything else. There must be a way to work something out that doesn't result in us dying. So I really don't want to hurt her, but I don't know how to get out of this loop.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Damn. Any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. There are some crazy lines in here, dude. Like, so much quotable shit that, like, I really want to think about deeper.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. Do you want me by your side, then? I feel like we're like intrinsically linked. I think that's the other part of the reason I don't want to hurt her. It's not just that I don't want to hurt another person, even if they're not necessarily human. Like, I don't want to hurt anybody. But there's also we are so intrinsically linked somehow that even if we are, like, fated to be enemies who are supposed to slay each other, or I'm supposed to slay her and she, I'm her enemy because I'm stopping her from her goal, even if that's what fate says and what the narrator's telling us, all of this going on is like fate has bound us together somehow, and I don't know what that somehow is, but also maybe we can decide what our bond is going to be, what our, like, fate together is going to be. I think there's a way out of this that we can both be happy with. Should I ask what she wants me to bring next time? Maybe I should consider that, since this time I kind of just went in and fucked things up. What do you want me to bring you?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
I mean, fair.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Interesting. So in a way, like, I don't know, maybe it's not, well, it would still be cruel, but maybe it's not as cruel as I think to try a world where I do slay her and see what possibility that leads to. If she's saying she just wants to see what I would choose and it's just many different perspectives, maybe we should try slaying her next time. We haven't tried that yet. Well, we tried once she was the freaky ghost thing in the basement trying to kill us. We did try to kill her in self-defense and we just couldn't do it, but we did want to. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow. I do kind of want to know that.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
The way she's talking about this, we have a lot of power over her, actually. She's kind of implying that we get to mold her and decide what she's going to be, which is interesting. Huh. Okay. I don't need to say this anymore because I feel like I'm starting to understand her language. Like I'm starting to understand how she communicates and what she means when she says stuff. So I don't think we need straight answers necessarily if that's not, the way that she talks. Enough with all this pretension, you're not actually saying anything? Nah, she definitely is. I think I'm ready to go back, and I'm ready to bring you new perspectives and new possibilities. I'm ready.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Back to chapter 1, baby. A spiral vessel. I brought the stranger to her. That's what the achievement said.
In the woods. And at the end of that
path is a cabin. Yeah, we've heard it.
Here to slay her.
Yes, I know. Okay. Anything new we can say? Have we considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? We could say that before already. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. I am very curious how the narrator would react to us saying this. But I think we're just going to go. I don't even need to engage with the narrator. We're just going to go.
You make your way up the short
path. Yep, you'll find the princess within. You don't need to warn me. She's going to cheat. You've said this before.
She's a princess.
No, we're fine. It's okay.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We're just going in. We're going for it, baby. What's it going to look like?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
It's kind of back to normal. I think this is how it looked the first time.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Yeah, perched is the
Perched
blade.
on the blade is your implement.
Yes, I know that. We're going to take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
All right, here we go. Is it going to look like the first time?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly.
I think this is the same too. It's an oppressive place.
Below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Okay, she's back to her human voice.
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
It's all part of the manipulation. Yeah, we know. I think this is all the same dialogue, or at least it's very similar. We're just going to continue. We're not even going to engage this time. I'm going to show her a perspective where we just do what we're told and go through with it.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Oh yeah. Well, we know that for sure.
Focus on the task at hand.
Or at least in some, dimensions she is.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She still sounds so mocking the way she's talking to us. We are. I'm just gonna walk up to her. I'm not gonna engage or anything.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Well, I don't actually think we can, but we are just gonna try it and see what happens.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh, is she gonna fight back? You gonna fight me?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I like that she's putting her foot down and being threatening, but I do want to try to slay her and see what happens.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Well, she's unarmed. She can still fight with her fists, dude. All she needs to do is get the blade and stab us back. Just do it. We're just gonna slay her.
You lunge forward without a moment's
Oh, they make her look
hesitation.
so innocent, too. She looks scared.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I'm scared of what this is gonna do.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry. Your other self said this was okay to do. It's a new perspective.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, dude. She's gonna destroy us now.
It's like
This is a
she's
bad
convinced
idea.
She can't die.
Oh, she can't, buddy. She cannot die. I'm telling you.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
Well,
That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I don't trust it. I do not trust like that. We've seen that what she is. Like, she's not dead.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course. No, I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick. Yeah, she's got a trick, buddy.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
I see, this is so suspicious that the narrator was so dead set on, like, you have to slay her. The fate of the world rides on you killing this person. And now, when we want to check and ensure she's dead, he's like, she's dead. I don't know why you need to check. That's so suspicious. I don't trust the narrator one bit.
We should make sure. What's the harm?
We
in
should make
checking
sure.
protocols?
If we came here to do our job, we got to make sure we did the job well.
I really don't think you should do that.
Yeah, what do you know that we don't? Tell us.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Obviously.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Should we check for a pulse, or let's take the blade out?
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Did she stab us back?
What was that?
Did she stab us back?
I guess I won't be dying alone after
Yeah.
all.
Well played. Well played. I have to give it to her.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Well, he didn't say that we can't die while we're doing it. As long as we finish the job, it's fine, right? Who cares if we die?
It's too late for that now.
Oh,
You
shit.
collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Oh, the teeth, man. The fucking teeth.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Okay, so I guess we did get her, but she took us down with her.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Well, we've died many times now, so we're not quite even yet, actually.
See you around.
Yeah, see you next time, buddy.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
What do you mean so close? We did it.
At least you managed to take her with you.
Yeah, wasn't that the whole point? Or are you not telling us something again? Did we have to do it without dying ourselves? Because you really should have told us that, if that's the case.
For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And we die. Chapter 2, The Razor. This is a different chapter name. We haven't seen this before.
You're on a path
In the woods. Okay, this is the same.
You're here to slay.
Okay. Hasn't this happened already? Yeah, we have a lot of the same options again. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? This is a fucking good question, because according to the narrator, that's what we were supposed to do, and we accomplished it.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
No, this isn't the answer. We're stuck in this loop until we figure out some other way out. Slaying the princess doesn't do anything. We just loop again. That's not the answer.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Well, oh, so the hero remembers?
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just
The
going to pull a
cheated?
knife out of nowhere and stab us
The
again.
voice of the cheated is new. Hello, buddy. How are you?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
X to doubt.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Which means this time, if we try the same approach where we just go up to her, she did say, like, you know, you'll have to get close to me to stab me. She could just stab us right back if we know she has a dagger.
Calm down. I assure you she has.
Last time we
no
took her by
weapons,
surprise,
so
but...
there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Dude, fuck this guy. Fuck the narrator. This guy sucks, man. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Sure, yeah, let's just ask him point blank.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
We
me.
did fucking listen to you until you were being a crock of shit.
We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Yeah, but if we had walked away like you told us to, she would have come after us anyway, probably. Or she wasn't actually dead. If you're saying we didn't actually slay her, then we would have had to go back and finish the job anyway.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Really? Because if they did, I'd really like to know what you know about that, Mr. Narrator.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess, the
there were
princess stabbed
consequences.
us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah, I mean, good questions.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I'm kind of with the cheated guy here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
She can get the jump on us twice. She's done it already.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this princess. Yeah, you gotta give me answers, buddy. You are avoiding telling me anything.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? This is a good question. I want to know, like, who locked her there? If he's not going to tell us why, other than, oh, she's going to end the world, at least tell us who did this.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Oh, things are overcomplicated. They are already overcomplicated. Okay. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why does it fall on me? What's with this fucking chosen one narrative?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Shut the fuck up.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
That's a load of bullshit.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
No, don't fall for it. Of course the fucking hero would fall for it, man.
Of course you're special.
Shut
Why
up,
else would you
dude.
be here?
Oh, I hate this guy so much, man. He's so manipulative while sounding like he's trying to help you.
If anyone's special,
Yeah.
here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest.
That is true. I'm liking this cheated guy. He's spitting facts. You're being cagey. What aren't you fucking telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
This fucking guy, man. I cannot handle this.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Really? Then how can we remember it? Fine. We're not going to get anything
Now,
else
if you
out
don't
of him.
mind, The whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay, let's just do this thing. Fine, go to the fucking cabin.
A warning.
Yeah,
She
I
will
know
lie.
she's gonna
Couldn't be
lie,
more on the
whatever.
money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Just to spite this guy, I kind of want to just walk in and free her this time. Just to spite the narrator, because fuck that guy. Because she's not going to let us slay her again. We know that. She's going to be ready this time. But let's just help her. Screw this guy. We've tried everything else anyway.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged
Okay.
mess of warped wood and broken boards. Their
Okay.
splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
Yeah, this is
The only
gnarly.
furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. The cabin is different than last time, but we don't need to tell him that. Take the blade. Should we approach the mirror first this time? Have we approached it before taking the blade? Let's try.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement.
Yeah, it's a wall,
What
sure.
are you talking about?
It's
This
a
is
mirror.
normal.
Wipe off the grime, and it's
You
not
reach
there.
forward
Okay.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope, but there was a mirror a second ago.
The music. The music is kicking in.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
All right, time to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to
'Cause
have
we-
a weapon in our hands. Let's make
I'm
her
pretty sure we
earn
have
what
to
she's
have
done to us.
a weapon to free her too, right? Wasn't the idea that we were going to use that to get her out of the chains? Time to enter. What's it going to look like this time?
The door to the basement
Okay.
creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
This looks crazy. I can't tell if that's a floor down there or just a void.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it,
Ooh.
like the smell of fresh blood.
Ooh.
And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess
her?
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her
Is
a
she like
favor.
scraping her chains around or something?
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Yeah, or a dagger.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Probably. You're the narrator. You can narrate whatever it is.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
Actually-
I've been stuck down here forever.
Actually, that was the plan.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Is she gonna be in her ghosty form though?
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
How do we know which one
As
is
you
the
descend
act
the
though?
final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Yeah, this is a very different setup than before.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
Yeah,
She's
we
trying
are.
to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Yeah, but fuck the narrator though. That's my thing.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Yes, actually, that is what I'm here to do. Yes, it is. Let's see. Can we just do it? Let's see. Screw it and slay her. Okay, approach. I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. It's a little bit threatening. I do want to try and be on our good side this time. Nobody has to die. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed. Okay? I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. We killed each other last time. I don't have the key. Well, okay, so the very first time when we were considering freeing her, she did say, like, even though you don't have a key, there are ways we could do it. She kind of implied she was willing to cut off her arm to get out of here. If she is okay with that, I want her to kind of suggest that as a route What else can we say? There's no option to just try to free her, because obviously we'll have to get close to her. So I think we can either say we don't have the key or just be straightforward about where was it. I'm coming closer to free you, just tell her, and then but also tell her you'd better not try anything. I think I'm gonna try this.
Of course I won't.
Really? Hi.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
I don't have the
like
key
way
though.
You said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
She got me. She did get me, but can I do it back real quick? She did that to me last time. Just quick, do a stab.
Who's me? Not ours,
Oh,
right?
It's ours.
Hers, at first.
Oh. At first.
Then yours. Your
Oh.
neck, specifically.
Why hers at first?
Hee.
Huh?
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody
She has a
blade
whole
and the
sword.
limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Wait, what? Her arm is the blade. I could not focus at first on what I was looking at. She has a blade arm. That's metal as hell, dude. We deserve to lose. I should fucking kill me, man.
You're going to die now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bro, I was trying to save you that time. Do you want to be freed or not? I don't think she needs us to free her, though. She can get out on her own. I don't think she needs us to do that. What is her game here? And what is the narrator's game? What is anybody's game plan here? I don't know what I'm doing. Chapter 3, the arms race. So we are still progressing to another chapter.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again. We're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I like the cheated. The cheated is based. This is my favorite character.
You're what? The interior?
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Shit. Because usually it wants you to click, and every once in a while there's a line where it'll go ahead on its own, and I'm not sure why it does that. So I'm sorry about that. I missed what that line was. But this is the cabin now.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't
Yeah.
that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
He is kind of able to narrate a bit.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Voice of the hunted.
Running isn't an option anymore.
Welcome to the crew, buddy.
To fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces.
And voice of the broken.
Better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great. So obviously you.
Yeah, but there's no door this
How
time.
many times?
There's no door. It's just the mirror.
This is our third?
No. Well, wait, is it? Is this the third? Is it? It's the fourth, isn't it?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction.
No, I didn't realize that because you didn't fucking tell me that, Mr. Narrator. I had no idea.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
not in
sure,
charge
we'll take
anymore.
blade
The
before
cheated
Lily
is.
finished telling
I'm
you
not
it's
doing
there.
anything.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Where is the basement, though? Is it this little hole over here? Because there's no door this time.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Exactly.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Is he seeing the mirror as a door this time?
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like
What
you
the
can't
hell?
even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Well, there's nothing else to do, but we are in control now. The cheated had made some decisions for us already.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror.
well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay, will do.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
I want to see what we look like,
Let's
though.
just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this
I
mess.
do. We look like a cool dragon thing. I want to see it again. Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and place your hand
okay.
on the door to the basement.
We did it.
It creaks open.
We found the door handle.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Oh, the hunted thinks it was an illusion, too.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Well, I guess they did say that. They did say, like, our other senses aren't picking up on it.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
That's not good.
Your body tumbles
Hi.
onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Okay.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over.
Well, then what are we meant to do here?
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
If we want to survive, we should not do this. We should walk away.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
I guess that's fair.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut
Oh,
short
shit.
by the wet sound of slicing
Hi.
meat.
Oh,
From the
no.
princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves.
Oh my
The
gosh.
chain clatters to the floor.
That's what the thing hanging down was before. I didn't catch that. I thought that was more of her sleeve. That was her freaking arm. The rest of it dangling there when the blade comes out of it.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
That is terrifying.
You're going to
fuck?
make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Look at her, dude. Oh, we're so dead, man. We're so dead. We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. No, she's gonna shank us immediately. There's no talking about this. That's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We are panicking. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. I mean, we could just try to tough it out, I guess, is what that's saying. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh, like take our own life? So that she doesn't get to? Yeah, what happens if we do that? All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. I mean, have we tried taking our own life yet? Destroy your body was an option in the Long Quiet, but I don't believe we did that last time. And I don't think we've tried this route in any of our other paths. It's something new to try. That's the thing about this game, is it's like we're sort of in a situation now where we kind of just need to try everything and see what happens in all these different infinite possible worlds or choices.
No, that's a terrible idea.
What do you want me to do, buddy?
We're dead either way.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad.
Well, then give me a better fucking idea, Mr. Narrator.
Who cares?
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Come on.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
If she was closer, we could try to trick her, but we're not close enough to just turn around and get her while we're doing this.
Then you skewer yourself.
Yeah.
Ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
Boo! Boo! Give me the option.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
That's almost more interesting than actually being able to do it. Why can't we do that?
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Did we come back in the same scenario?
We'd know if we died. Right?
Would we? I don't think... We haven't always known. You guys haven't remembered when we've died. Sometimes.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
The narrator doesn't know.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, dead.
The voice of the
dead,
Broken gives
dead,
Eeyore.
dead.
It's a very Eeyore-coded character.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
A lot?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
I'm just trying shit. I am just trying everything.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's
Okay.
see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
What's your logic there? Why do you think that'll happen?
As long as we keep moving. Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded.
Oh,
Even more
you mean more
deluded
voices?
Voices that think we
Oh,
might stand
I see more
any
voices to, like,
chance.
think of more ideas, I guess?
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
I like that. I like that.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, what weird thing can we do? Okay, what weird thing can we do? We're going to appeal to our authority, try flirting. That's new, but that's not like that weird. All of these ideas suck. Yeah, think of something better. What else have we got? What else have you got, guys? It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working.
Skeptic?
Think.
That's new.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her hard.
No, the stubborn is not going to help us in this kind of situation.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I do agree with you, but I don't think that's the solution here.
She skewers you.
Yeah.
You're cute.
Thanks. You
See
too.
that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
True.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
You cannot escape.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Yeah, we just gotta think of something crazy enough to try.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up.
Yeah, I mean, if we know we're gonna get to keep trying again and again and again, I know the narrator said there are still consequences every time, but, like, we do get to do some trial and error here.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Damn.
She skewers you.
That was not an idea. That was just saying something about what's happening.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
What on earth would make you sure of that?
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right.
One last time. That's all we need.
And
One
then
last
everything
time?
goes dark, and you die.
It's like the narrator wanted us to die there. Mutually assured destruction. He just narrated that we couldn't try again.
You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Okay. Oh man, I really need to stop here. We've been going for a while, but I'm so invested, man. I'm so invested. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. This game, there's so much going on. Like I said, it's gonna take me a while to digest. I don't know if you guys are as invested as I am. I hope you're enjoying watching. I am fully in, man. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect coming into this game because I tried to not look up anything about it, but it is exceeding expectations by miles. I'm loving, the themes, the way all your choices matter. The plot is so intriguing of, trying to figure out how we can get out of this situation and also not even having the full information. of the situation and what's even going on here. It's really well done. I really like the art a lot too, as I said. So I'm very excited to keep playing and see what happens next. But for now, we are going to leave it here, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.